Welcome back to ETLQA So today we will continue with the same file security system within Unix. So we have a little leftover from the previous session. So today we will talk about how we can change the permission of a file so that we can utilize as per our need, right? So changing the file permission after the creation of the file, right? So let's go back to Unix terminal. And before that, I will just cover a little bit about the theory part, right? So there are two ways that you can use it to change the permission. One is called the symbolic mode. In the symbolic mode, we can basically mode using the combination of letters and symbol to add or remove the permission, right? So we have to use this ch mode, this particular command. So this is the command for changing the file, change the mode or change the permission of the file. And you can give G, U for user, G for group, O for other means rest of the world, and then A for all. Any one options, or you can combine the multiple option also. Okay, and then together with that you can either, if you want to add a permission, then you can say plus. If you are removing the existing permission from that particular group, from that particular user group or from the user, then you can say minus. If you want to assign multiple permission, then you can say equal to also. All right, so add, remove, or you can also assign it. All right, and then you will put it here, the what mode you want, right? So you can either say read, write, execute, whatever you want to say, right? And then you can give the file name finally. We will see that example. How does it work in the symbolic mode? And there is another way to do it, is the absolute mode. So in absolute mode, what we do is we use the octal values. So octal value is what? For read specific permission, the weightage is 4. For write permission, the weightage is 2. And execute permission, the weightage is 1. Okay. So if you see that, if I need to give permission to a particular user, particular file, let's say, if I need to give read and write, then I have to give 6, right? Because read and write both are, if you add them up, it will be 6. If I need to give only write and execute, then we can add it up, right? So 2 plus 1, 3. All right, we will see that all of them. So rather than giving in this way, we can also use the absolute way. But absolute way is most commonly used because it is very easy and very handy also. But people also use the symbolic mode, right? So let's go back to Unix terminal and try to see the real example, right? How does it work? Let me go there. We'll try to clear it up. Okay. Now let me try to remove everything out first. So I removed it. Now I don't have anything, right? So let me create a file. So I will say touch. Touch is always used for creating empty file, guys. After that you can also write something, okay? Using the cat command or vi command that I will cover up later, the vi one. I will take a separate session because that is the most important command used for editing a file, writing shell script, etc. So okay guys, let's see here. Now let me go there. Let me try to type in something. So I want to add in some text in this file. I will say this is line number 1. Okay, sorry guys. This is line number 2. This is line number 3. Okay. Now that's all. I don't want anything. Cat. Now I have 3 lines now. Okay. When I see the permission, it says that it is the first character is denoting that it is ordinary file, which means it is not a directory, it is ordinary file. Okay. And then we have read write permission on this particular file, which means I can read or write this particular file. For example, if I say all right, the permission denied. Why it is saying permission denied? Because see guys, let me do one thing. Let me try to create a real shell script, because that is also a file. I will say shell script okay dot sh. I mean, see, the extension doesn't matter, right? We are keeping the extension just for our own convenience, but to be honest, in Unix, extension does not have any sense. If you're putting the extension or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, so if I say here, I want to just say that I just want to execute this ls hyphen lrt. All right, Control C. Okay, now see this file is created. Okay, if I need to execute this particular file, if I give permission to the user, because I am user, right? So I am just going to give, let me give 777. 7 means read, write, execute to user, group, and other, all of them. Okay, now I see this file's color is changed as soon as I given the all the permission. Now if I say shell script command not found, it says command not found. All right, let me, I think that's fine, guys. I will try to, cover the shell scripting later. But my idea was to show you that it is not giving any permission error. Okay, because I tried to execute, there is some issue with the particular shell command that I have given inside. But then it is trying to execute it. It is saying command not found. All right. But now if I say, if I go back, if I say the permission is 7, sorry guys, let me file. Okay. Right. Now let me give the permission to read and write. Okay. I'm not going to give okay, only to user, because I'm user, right? So I'm just trying to execute. I will try to give something like this. I can give. It's okay. No problem. Okay. So I've given read write permission. Now if I try to execute it, it will dot shell script script.sh. It is saying permission denied, right? Why? Because I do not have a execute permission here. So in this case, if I need to use the execute permission, I have two ways of doing it. So see, this is read, write, execute. If I want to give execute permission, I will say chmod is a command. So I will now try to use the symbolic one. Okay. So in the symbolic way, I have to say user, give the permission to user, means very first I have shown, right, three different kind of owners. So user need to get execute permission. Yeah, it has read and write permission already. I need to give the execute permission. Now if I run it, I got the execute permission also on this. Okay, so this is how the color is changed. Now if I need to remove the read permission, probably if I need to remove the read permission, I will say u hyphen r sorry, minus R, which means from user I am removing the read permission. You see here, the read permission is gone now. If I would like to see what is there inside this particular file, probably it will be give me error, isn't it? See, it's saying that permission denied. I am not able to even open the file, but I should be able to run it. You understand? One second, guys, something. Okay, all right. So this is how it is. Okay. Now, if similar way, okay, if I need to give permission to group, okay, I want to group permission, let's say execute permission to this, then I will get the execute permission. You see here, I got the execute permission. This is how you can give the permission in the symbolic way. Now, if I want to use the permission in the octal notation, octal values way, right? That is what I have showed you here, right? Before absolute mode, right? So for read, I say weightage is 4, write weightage is 2, and execute weightage is 1. All right. Now let's see. I just want to give permission 0000. I don't want to give any permission, to any to this shell script file. All right. Now see, all the permission are gone. Everything is dash 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 dash, right? Hyphen hyphen hyphen, which means there is no permission at all in this, right? So what I can do, if I need to give a permission, let's say I want to give permission to user, let's say read, okay? So I will give 4. I want to give a permission to write, maybe to the group, and execute, read, write, and execute all the permission to the group, okay? If I want to do like this, then see what happens. So you see here only write, and here only, so this 3, right? Read, write, execute, read, write, execute. So I have given here only write permission to the group, and here read, write, execute all the permission to the other or the rest of the world. Okay, this is how we have used it here. Hope you understood this concept, right? So this is how you can manage the permission, and these permissions are very important. If somebody is needing a permission on your file, you have to grant the permission on that file, and then only that person can work on that. So if somebody want to edit or continue writing the script on your particular file, then you have to give him the write permission. If you want somebody to only execute the file, don't want to give any write permission, then also you can give the permission to execute that particular shell script or any kind of script, right? So this is what it means, right? And since I have covered what does it mean read, write, and execute for file and for directory. So this has the different meaning when I say read for the file and when I say read for the directory, and similarly write and execute for file and file directory. So that was covered in the previous session. I think you can go back and look at and understand that what does it mean. Okay. All right, guys. So let me. Okay, one more thing I want to cover is since all these files. So let me remove all this. Okay, I'm just removing it. Now after that, I will again create. Okay, I'll create one file. Let's say touch text file dot text. I'm just putting it something. Okay, then I will say one directory also I will create my dir. Okay, this is done. So if you closely look at the permission, so what is happening here? User is having read write and execute permission is missing here. Group is having read write execute is missing here, and other is having only read permission. He cannot write or he cannot execute. Okay. So what actually it is? It is saying 6 means for read it is 4 and write it is 2, right? So it is 6, 6 and 4 for the ordinary file. What about the directory? For directory, it is read, write, execute, and only execute in the for the other, right? So this is 7, 7. Sorry, for other, it is write and execute. There is no read, sorry, read and execute, no write permission. So it is 7, 7, and 5. So you understand, guys? It is 7, 7, 5. If I say So this is how it is. Sorry, not here. I will try to use some notepad here. Okay. So for ordinary file, what is permission? It is 664, and directory, for directory it is 775. Okay, which means this is 002. Umask is 00. Don't worry, what is umask? I will just cover right now. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to see how I can explain you. Okay. So this is how it is working. So by default, okay, by default, what should be the file permission? So umask is what, if I type it here, umask, it is going to give you 002. 002 means basically the if we want to give certain different level of permission when we will create the file itself, right? We can do so, right? In the previous case, we have seen that if files are created and we want to give additional permission on those files or directory, we can use chmod and we can give the permission. But what if I want to set the umask in such a way that all the files permission are automatically taken care the way the way we want, right? So by default, umask is set it to 002, which means file permission is 777 for directory, and then we are saying 002, we are subtracting, then it is coming 775. And for so here if you see, right, so by default file permission, ordinary file permission is 6, and if umask is set to 2002, then it will be 664. This is how it is actually. Okay. And now if I say by default directory permission is 776, and if I say 002 is the umask, then it is 775. All right, guys. So basically this is how the umask is playing an important role. Now let's try to change the umask and see what is the permission it is coming when we are creating a file. Okay. So let me set umask. So umask I'm going to set is I'm going to set 444 maybe. I will try it. Okay. Let's see. So I'm setting 444. All right. Now, what should be the file permission by default file permission as per this, right? So if I'm saying 444, 444, and here also for common file means ordinary file 444. So it should be 222. All right. And for this, it should be 333. And what is 222 means? Write, write, write permission only. And this one is write and execute permission, right? 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So this is how it should be. Okay. For directory, and this is for ordinary file. For ordinary file, we should have only write permission, and for directory, we should have write and execute permission. There should not be only read permission. So let me try to do it. Let me try to say whether umask is set it properly or not. 1 second, guys. I think there is some problem. Okay, let me try to umask. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, there's something wrong before. So umask is set to 444. Now let me create a file. Touch u file, something like that I will say. And then I will say make dir u my dir, just to distinguish is that after umask is on, I'm just trying to create it. Now we will see it. So as I said, the ordinary file will have only write permission, and the directory will have write and execute permission on these three, right? So this is user, this is group, and this is rest of the world. All right, guys. So I hope you understand the concept of umask. So in the real project, you can set the umask based on what is your preference in terms of security. So you can set it the umask, and then you can start creating the file or shell script and whatever you want to do as part of your project, right? So this is how you can do. And then now that we have considered, I think this is what, right? So that is about the umask. Another command called umask, right? So umask is set there, and based on that, the file permissionings are managed. All right, guys, I think this is all about file system, file security system, permissioning system, and I think these are the most frequently used commands in Unix when it comes to dealing with the files for the security purpose, right? So try to understand this, and I think this is very useful command, and I will come up with the next time with a new video. So guys, this videos I'm trying to cover in more and more granular detail. Try to understand, because I'm not just covering, in one video all the commands, basic, that you will get it on Google anyways, right? My idea is to get you the real understanding and in-depth understanding by practically showing you how it is working and detail on the topic, right? That is how it is going to help you. Otherwise, knowing few here or there some or other command, I think that is not going to help you, because that's not important. When you really work on a project, then you need to have real understanding of how the systems work, right? That is the reason my videos are little longer, and I'm trying to cover the things in much more detail so that it is really helpful. Otherwise, there are a lot of information that you can get on YouTube or you can get on Google, right? But my idea is not that. My idea is that you should really learn the good thing, and then you can always use it for your practical purpose of your project. And you, after watching all this video, you really don't need to look out any other videos, because these videos are sufficiently covering most of the aspect, not all I would say, but then I think most of the things are covered already, right? So whatever you need to know for your programming skill or for your ETL testing, right? So I will try to cover some more video. I think there are a lot more topics to cover yet in Unix. So I will cover slowly on those topics, but it is very important that you please watch all the video one by one, and so that you get the understanding and grip, because every video is in kind of in continuation. So you have to watch from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 something in the series. Otherwise, you will lose lot of concept which I might have discussed in just the previous videos, right? So that is the reason I am just asking you to go through each and every okay video in detail. All right, guys. So I think that's all from my side. See you with the next video. Bye.